Now that we know that works, right, we know that it's able to query LDAP. So if it can't find a local user, it'll use LDAP to go and find that user. Notice if I look at my home directory, I've just got a Brian Green and a student here. I'm currently logged in as student at LDAP-Client, right? I can use the su command to switch to a different user. Now, many times we use the su command just to log in as root, right? But rather than trying to log in as root, I'm going to open a new shell using su to get to user 1. So this should be just like I'm connecting to the machine, right, at the console. I'm sitting at the machine at the command prompt. I'm going to connect from the console to log in. We did not configure this to work with SSH yet. You could. So you could expand this so that somebody could SSH to the server using their LDAP credentials. We're almost all the way there to do that, but for the purposes of this lab, if you can get this to work with SU, I'm kind of happy with your, with you demonstrating that to get to the net. If you want to set it up with SSH, you're more than welcome to do that. It's not difficult to do that. You can find instructions online. I'm gonna go ahead and try to log in. Use that password for that user account, and now you can see I'm logged in as user 1 at client, and I'm going to use the ls command and see if I have under home. Yep, so now I've got a user 1 under home. And you'll notice if I try to make a directory, actually I'll just try to touch a file. So right now, let me use pwd and show you. Right now I'm in the student's home directory. If I try to touch a file, it says permission denied because I'm now under the context of user 1. User 1 doesn't have permission to write the student's directory, right? Because that's the directory that I'm in right now. But if I try to touch a file in home / actually I'll just use the shorthand ~/ my file, that should work, right? So if I look at /home / user 1, you can see it created my file. And I'll add a -al on here. Oops, forgot the space. Just so we can see it, right? So you can see that it added that file. It's got the right permissions, right? Because I'm in that context of user 1. So this worked. I was able to log in, created that my directory structure. So if I logged in the first time in SSH, right, it would have worked. So now we have a way, and you know how, to integrate Linux with Windows so that it can support login using LDAP against Windows. So somebody could log into the Linux machines using their Active Directory credentials, and we don't have to maintain usernames and passwords in the Linux machine. We could just let the Active Directory people do that on the AD servers and let that be the source of truth for user authentication on our network.